I'm Anne-Marie Masoka from San Francisco, a member of Vivanista. I'd like to talk to you about flowers. First topic is actually buying the flowers. If you don't purchase good materials, you really aren't going to end up with a good product. It's not any different than cooking. The ingredients really are the key factor to getting a great arrangement. The simpler you start, the better off you are. The better you get at doing flowers, then you can start to get a little more complicated. The thing about color a beginner should actually stick to is something called monochromatic, which means that most of your colors have sort of matching tones. You do want to have some interest though. You don't want it to be so monochromatic that it just doesn't have any personality at all. So you can bring out darker and lighter tones of any kind of color family, which is what this type of flower would do for you. And the other thing when you're doing flowers to consider is just different shapes. You start out with something really large and spectacular, and then you want to kind of back it up with something a little smaller. The easiest way to do any flower arrangement is to do it in your hand. You group your flowers together, and then you sort of layer them on to your hand. The nice thing about doing it in your hand is that you can sort of move your flowers around a little bit and shift them. So when you're all done with the whole process, you pull off all your extra leaves because you don't want them in the water. They tend to just make the water get too much bacteria in it and kills your flowers. You're just going to cut off all the loose ends, and this is the other wonderful thing about arranging them in your hand is you hold them until you get them where you want them. I have a lot of this wire in my house. So once you get the wire on it, which keeps everything in place, you can put it in just about any container you want. You just pop it in there and then you're done.